What's up, guys? Marty Martin here. This is the Geek Night Podcast. I am your host. Oh boy, I am so excited for Quentin Tarantino's new movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Oh man, this movie looks awesome. This is like the number two movie I can't wait to see the most. Number one is Joker. Number two is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And number three is Star Wars Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker, which the title is pretty confusing, but well, besides that, I just encountered this article right here by Deadline, and it says, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood director Quentin Tarantino angers Roman Polanski's wife by not consulting her husband. And for those of you who don't know, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood features Margot Robbie playing a Sharon Tate, who in real life, Sharon Tate was the wife of Roman Polanski, but she was murdered while she was 8.5 months pregnant by the Manson family. And this happened in 1969, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood actually covers that. And Charles Manson, I can't remember who's playing as Charles Manson, but the guy looks just like him. And so yeah, Manson is featured in the story. So this is what this article says right here. So if this thing could actually move fast enough, that'd be great. The computer, oh my god. Oh wow, Quentin, what happened to you? He looks weird. That hair's got to Quentin. You might as well shave all that off. That style is just not. No. That's just a big no. That's nasty. Just shave it all off. Just get rid of it. You know, I think you would rock the Lex Luthor look. I think you would really rock it. Okay. Roman Polanski's wife criticized writer-director Quentin Tarantino on Friday for not consulting with her husband on his new film, which features the tragic story of the murder of Polanski's ex-wife, Sharon Tate. Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood just debuted at the Cannes Film Festival to rave reviews. But Emmanuelle Segner, Polanski's wife, said in a French-language post on Instagram that Tarantino was using the tragic life of someone and then walking all over them to tell a story. Tate was murdered by members of the Manson family in 1969. Segner said Tarantino should have spoken with Polanski about the film's treatment of that event. I am just saying that it doesn't bother them in Hollywood to make a film which takes Roman and his tragic story, while at the same time they have made him a pariah, and all without consulting him, of course, she wrote. Polanski has been in exile from Hollywood since 1978, when he admitted to the statutory rape of a 13-year-old girl. He rarely speaks to the media, but his wife has taken up his causes via social media on several occasions. Polanski is represented in the Tarantino film, but is only a minor character. Actress Margot Robbie plays Sharon Tate and said, Quentin said it to me early on, she's the heartbeat of the story. I just saw her as a ray of light, Robbie said. The way I see it, I don't think Roman Polanski, I don't think anyone should go to him and ask, about, kind of like gain his blessing when it comes to telling the story of Sharon Tate and, the incident with the Manson murder, okay? Because the way I see it, okay, Roman Polanski was a sick man. Okay, he was a sick man. He was in his 40s. He had sex with a 13-year-old girl at Jack Nicholson's party. Of all places, Jack Nicholson's party. Jack Nicholson, that guy is just... His life is nothing but filth and stank. Just, man. Anyway, so, so he raped this 13-year-old girl. He fled the country to avoid being sent to prison. And ever since then, he's been in Europe and he's never come back here. And if he does come back, he will be incarcerated and spend the rest of his life in prison. Um, when you commit a heinous crime like that, when you do something so disgusting, you don't have any rights in a lot of things. All right, I feel like you lose a lot of rights for that. Okay, because you're a criminal. You're not just a criminal. We're not talking stealing, embezzling money, tax evasion. We're not talking any of that. We're talking about rape, raping a 13-year-old girl. Um, that's just no, and it kind of shocks me that you know, I mean, people change in life. People gotta move on. I mean, um, maybe Roman Polanski is a changed man. But regardless, whether he's a changed man or not, he still needs to be punished, and he hasn't been punished. So, um, I guess you could see that as a form of punishment, because had he not uh, have done that to that 13-year-old girl, it would be questionable. Oh, why didn't they consult with him? Why didn't they approach him about it? But I'm probably assuming that probably Tarantino and the studio, they didn't care because again, especially during the Me Too movement, nobody wants to be associated with Roman Polanski. Nobody. This is like the worst time to do a Roman Polanski project or to even go near him, contact him. This is the worst time right now. Like it's just his wife saying, "Oh wow, this is horrible. This is wrong." They're like exploiting the story and everything. They should have gone to him. Your husband should not have raped that 13-year-old girl. He shouldn't have done that. I guarantee you, if he hadn't had done that, I don't think this would be happening. I think that's ridiculous right there. So I feel like they had no reason to go to him and talk to him about the project and ask him like what they can do, what they cannot do, because at that point you have full creative freedom when a person commits such a horrible crime like that. But again, this isn't about Polanski. This is about his wife Sharon Tate. Even though they were married, this is about her. She's a separate individual as well. So I just find that ridiculous, and but I really look forward to seeing this movie. I am seeing this opening night, first showing for sure. Yeah, I'm really excited. Something tells me this is gonna be his best movie since honestly, Inglourious Bastards. I love Inglourious Bastards. After that, everything else was like like Django Unchained, Hateful Eight. It was all after that. But this one looks phenomenal. This one already looks like a masterpiece. But yeah, so I guess that's it for this article. Um, Leave a comment down below. Do you think that they should have consulted with Roman Polanski? And uh, so yeah, leave a comment down below if you think they did the right thing or not. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys later. Live long and prosper, and may the force be with you.